Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Signs you're holding yourself back. Can I get a hello there? In becoming your greatest version, there are things we all need to stop doing to ourselves. So, I have what I call the stop holding yourself back alarm. Beep, beep, beep. And it goes off every single time I feel I'm holding myself back. Whether you want to travel, start a music career, leave a terrible relationship, I don't blame you. Start eating healthier, I don't blame you. What is holding you back? Okay? It all starts with seeing the signs. If you start a conversation with one day and end your conversation with one day, or start your conversation with once upon a time and end your conversation with once upon a time, chances are you are holding yourself back. Once upon a time, when the grass was green, I used to run. Well, the grass is still green and you can still run. Okay? What about one day I will have lots of time to spend with you? I take off the one day and I say I will. And it is so powerful because words are the commands that govern every single action. Whatever you say is usually going to happen. If you say I will, chances are you're going to do it. If you say one day or once upon a time, forget about it. If you are a good talker, chances are you're holding yourself back. What do I mean? If you talk and talk and talk, but don't have any evidence, you don't back it up with radical action, chances are you're holding yourself back. We've all been in front of someone who is just rambling. And the problem is when you're just talking and talking about what you want to do, a lot of the times you're focusing on problems. When you start stepping into the radical action, now you focus on the solutions because action is all about solution. And that's what's helped me along my journey. If you are making 1,001 excuses, chances are you're holding yourself back because excuses justify where we are. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay? We got a million excuses for everything. That's a big sign you're holding yourself back. What else? You need external validation. That has become your green light. For me, it's wonderful to get approval, but at the same time, if that now governs what you do and don't do, chances are you're holding yourself back. What else? The waiting game. When you are waiting for the perfect moment, you're holding yourself back and you don't even know it. I love talking to people and they say, once again, one day, once upon a time, we always are waiting for that perfect moment, which never comes because life itself is fluid. You see, there is no perfect moment. We have to create the perfect moment. We have to make the best of any moment we are in to help elevate ourselves to the highest level. What else? If you are constantly thinking you can do everything by yourself, that's a sign you're holding yourself back. That was me along my early journey. I said, nah, forget about it. I don't need anybody. And boy, was I wrong. Why? Because let's face it, we live in a world full of lots of people. So imagine if I connect with you, you connect with me, guess what? We can help each other out and your life soars. But as long as you feel, no, I'm independent. Nobody is independent because we live in an interdependent world and planet. Okay? What else? You constantly are judging yourself and criticizing yourself, shouting at yourself. That's not a good sign. That's a sign you are holding yourself back. Now, what happens when you start to judge yourself? Immediately, you don't trust what you're doing anymore. And I saw it along my early journey when I used to talk down on myself. But the moment you start praising yourself, treating yourself with a little bit more care, great things happen. What else? You are a perfectionist. Chances are that's a sign you are holding yourself back. I've seen there is no perfect. No perfection here, I'm sorry. There is only practice. And that is why it is okay to make mistakes. Okay? Because as long as you want to get everything right, chances are you aren't gonna do anything. What else? If you are always trying to please other people, if you make that your sole objective, chances are you are holding yourself back. Because people that love to people please all the time, they end up under other people's jurisdiction. But once you start doing it from your heart space, the pressure just disappears. Okay? Also, if you are afraid to fail, then you're not going to try. Chances are that's a sign you're holding yourself back. I found along my journey that just as long as you are doing something, hopefully productive, but even if you're relaxing, that could be the most productive thing you're doing in the day, then that's a good sign. You are helping yourself become your greatest version. And that's what I do along my journey. If you are getting used to the Mr. or Mrs. Serious Face all the time, that's a sign you're holding yourself back. Look, there was a time where I thought that was the only face I could make. And then I tried to start smiling and it worked, okay? Your smile is not that bad. Don't worry about it. That helps us create more mental health, physical health, emotional health, just by loosening up. And that propels us in the direction of our true desires. And lastly, if you always are running away from a certain fear that you really should face by now, chances are you're holding yourself back. Now, I've seen that we all have so many fears, but you gotta face them. That's what life is all about. I was afraid of moving out of my comfort zone, so I booked a one-way ticket to California and I never looked back. But that fear was serving me. Okay, certain fears, if you get past them, they're gonna open up this wellspring of amazingness. So there you have it. Don't hold yourself back anymore. We're here, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy.